Hello everyone. So today we'll solve problem number 392, which is subsequence. Let's read the problem statement first. It says given two strings s and t, and we have to return true if s is a subsequence of t or false otherwise. A definition of subsequence is that it is a subsequence of a string is a new string that is formed from the original string by deleting some or the characters without disturbing the relative positions of the remaining characters, such that S is a subsequence of A, B, C, D, E because from A, B, C, D, E, if we delete B and D, then the remaining characters will form A, C, E, S. But A, E, C cannot be formed from this string. So it is A, E, C is not a subsequence. So we have to return that if this S is a subsequence of T or not. So I hope the problem statement is clear. So for example, let's look at these test cases. Here the S is ABC, and you can see in T we have a here, we have a B here, and we have a C here. So except these three characters, if I delete all the other characters, then we will get ABC. So that's why it's returning true. For this test case 2, input is S is AXC. So here as you can see A is present, but X is not present after A, right? So we cannot get AXC by deleting any character from T. So that's why it is returning an output of false. Cool. So if we look at this problem, let's say, so if we look at this problem, then uh, what we can do is, uh, for a string S, there is some characters here, and we have a T string which there are some characters here. So what we will do is, we can do is for the first character, right? We have to find the first occurrence of this first character in S in T. So let's say we found that the first character is present here in T, right? So the second character that is there in S has to be present somewhere after this first character here. Okay, so let's say the second character is present here, right? So what we can say from this is that if we delete this part, if we delete this part from T and this part from T, these two part if we delete, then we will get this first character and this second character. So this part of, we will get this part of the S from the string T, right? Similarly for all the other characters, if we perform the same same operation. So let's say that S has, let's say, some 4 character and T has some amount of characters, right? And let's say this first character is present here, second character is present here, third character is present here, and fourth character is present at the, let's say, end. So all the, if we can delete all the other characters, then we'll get, so then we can say that S is a subsequence of T, right? So once we, what you can see is, once we find a character of S in T, all the characters that are left to that element are discarded. We have to find the next character from the right substring of T, right? So as you can see that finding S as a subsequence in T, for finding S as a subsequence in T, if we find the first character of S in a particular index of T, then we have to find the subsequence of this part of S in this part of T, right? So the problem statement is same with a different S and T, or different length of S and T, right? So there are repetitive subproblems or same subproblems that we are getting. So basically you can use recursion, or we can use the same function here to get the answer for this part, right? So what we can do is, for any given S and T, we will find the first character of S that is present in T. We will find that index, and after that index, the substring that is remaining of T, and the substring that is remaining of S after the first character, will find that if this part is a subsequence of T or not. If it is a subsequence of this part of T, then we can return we can return true, or else we can return false. So I guess that is clear. So let's just code this now. So let's just get the size of S. Actually, you don't need the size of X. We just, let's do one thing. Let's instead of creating a string, let's just create another helper function which will have the string S, which will have the string T, the index of S, and index of T. What is index of X? Index of S is the index from where the S, like the S is starting. So basically, instead of it giving a substring here, we are giving the index. You'll see once I'll implement the algorithm. So what I'll do is, first step is okay, just okay, I have to return. So for the first case, index of S is 0 because S is starting from 0 and T is starting from 0. Once that is done, then we will check here. There will be two cases, one is base case and another one is recursive case. So now what we will check is, in recursive case, what we will do first, I will find the first character in T. So I will start iterating from index T and go till the end of the T, and I'll check if I found a character, let's say T of I is equal to S of index of S, which is the starting point of S. If we found, then we can directly return that if uh, index S plus 1, if this part is a substring, this part is a substring, like from of substring of S from index S plus 1 to the end, and is present in string T from I plus 1 to T size. If that is present there, then we can return true, or whatever is the result, return true or false, that will be returned. If we don't find any matching character, then we can return false here. For base case, one base case is definitely if we have reached the end of S, it means that the whole S is present in T we have found, so we can directly return true here, right? Else, if we have reached the end of T, but uh, but index, like we have not reached till the end of S, that means that it is not present, so we can directly return false. So I guess this is the algorithm that I guess it will work. mm, S length can be 0. Okay, let me check for the test case where S length is 0. If S length is 0, then it will go here. Index S will be 0. It will return true. If T length is 0, then this will be equal, right? So that then it will be returning false. So I guess corner cases are also covered. Yeah, let's just run this code and see. Here submit it. Okay, so it is accepted. So yeah, I guess that was it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe this channel.